Number 3, we have Majok in the blue corner here. Came all the way to us from Chicago, Illinois. Chirac, as certain people call it. Pretty much. It was a whole situation with the bus.
Boxing fighting style,
and
he's fighting out of
Aurora,
Illinois.
Also, we appreciate him taking it on such short notice.
He is representing Carlson and Gracie
The fans are going to enjoy it. It's his first fight for Driller.
Who was supposed to fight Garett tonight?
Who was it? It was Justin Vielander, I think his name is.
Okay.
I believe he was 0-1. I didn't know much about him. But
okay, and Drew, you're the matchmaker, right? You make these matches?
Jared actually did all these tonight. We kind of do different shows. This is the Jeremy Bjornberg joint.
He has a fighting style of Shin Budo, and he's fighting out of White Bear Lake, Minnesota.
I'm worried about the guy.
He's representing the Warriors Cove. Ladies and gentlemen,
if I'm a betting man, and I am, I'm putting my money on Majok. He's fought more recently. He's fought tougher guys.
Okay.
And he also has the knockout power to put you away.
I'll take the jiu-jitsu guy in there.
All right,
I like
it.
I'm going to go with Andrew.
All right, that's a good choice.
Very nice.
You're outnumbered, Lance.
Little battle here, that's okay.
Boy, you're going to put us in our place if you win this.
Good.
Nice sign of respect here. Touch of gloves. Started round 1.
Yeah.
You're not wasting any time.
No, he's coming out aggressive. Trying to dictate the pace.
Ash coming off a victory back in February in Austin over Chris Cargy, who's 5-2.
Ash looks a little tentative.
Yeah.
He just got clipped there, too, actually.
He does. He actually looks a little dry, too.
Yeah. Rotating those hands is a bad sign. You don't want to do that. You want to settle your hands. Keep them settled.
Yeah.
If you rotate them, you got to stop at the punch. So you want to just keep settled, keep ready to rock.
Ash certainly doesn't look as confident as he did when I saw him at Targets, and I know you saw him as well, Lance, when he fought Dave Owens.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, he looked great at Targets. That was his first fight, right?
I believe so.
Yep.
Garett looks like he's sticking to his plan.
Yeah.
He's going to be the aggressor.
Yeah, he's hanging on the outside. He pretty much wants to clinch up and take him to the ground, is my guess.
Yep. Yeah, uppercut, bang, bang.
So as long as he doesn't get too close, he should be all right.
Chin's up there. He's got to tuck that chin.
Working the leg kicks well, though.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, it's the travel, the trip in might have been a little something for him because he's just a little off.
Ash looks like the guy that hasn't fought since 2000.
Right,
I know,
yeah,
right?
You're right, exactly.
It's hard, when you take a fight the week of and you got to travel the way Ash did. I mean, it takes a lot out of you, and I think it's probably going to take a round for Ash to kind of warm up here.
Yes. In the ring rust, Garett looks good. He trains with some good guys over at Warriors Cove.
I'm really impressed with how good Garett looks right now in the first half of this round.
He just got clipped a little bit too, but I don't see any ring rust on him.
Not at all. You know what? I assume it also helps that he has 4 guys also on the card that have been training pretty hard, and when a guy's fighting with you as well, you can probably go a little bit harder.
Yep, exactly. It's always nice having that teammates support, especially when you're fighting on the same card. Exactly.
Absolutely.
This is the longest out of the first 3 fights we've seen these 2 guys up.
Yeah, it is.
Very surprising to me, actually. Garett hasn't looked for a takedown. He hasn't looked for a trip takedown, nothing.
And
he actually
despite what we thought, I mean, it's up, but I think Garrett's dictating. I mean, he's landed more.
He's controlled the center of the cage while they're in there. And
that's the Randy Couture. Always control the center.
Yeah.
Take the center. Be the boss.
I mean, that's a big part of winning a round is dictating the pace. And
ring generalship.
I love that. Foot stomps. That's old school.
That's
UFC.
old school. That's a little dirty, though. I don't know.
You don't like the foot stomps, Lance?
I don't.
Not a fan of Marco Ruas, huh?
I like the king of the streets. I like Marco, but I'm just the foot stomps are a little. I don't know.
I don't know. When I've seen fights, it seems like the guys who use foot stomps always win.
Do they?
They do.
Okay.
Lieben's a big foot stomp guy. And
each of their own. I don't know. I mean, it's a technique, but it's not one of my favorites.
No, I hear you. Coming to the end of round 1 here. Very close. Well, I would say close, but Ash has sort of turned it up here the second half of the round.
He has.
Definitely 10-9 round Garett.
10-9 Garett, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd go the same.
Yeah, standing, so surprising.
Ash kind of just stood around for the first minute and a half.
Yeah.
He didn't do much.
Drew, like you said, though, at the end, he started to open up a little more, and he landed a few. So hopefully the second round, we'll see a little more out of him.
Hot Dog Cart. Check out Joe's Hot Dog Cart.
If you guys like this video streaming, Level Up Multimedia, providing quality video and audio services that can fit any production or budget, specializing in audio engineering, video production and editing, and of course, live streaming. Check them out online at levelupmultimedia.com and on Twitter at levelupmm.
Nice. It's a beautiful night, fellas.
Yeah,
Great
it is.
night for
We're
fights.
just starting. We're still early.
Yeah.
It's not even 7 o'clock
Place
yet.
is starting to fill up here.
Yeah.
People are coming in.
We've had shows where we started at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. What time do we start? A little right around 6, maybe?
Yeah. It's
Yeah, about
pretty much.
5:45.
Okay.
Garett again, right to the center of the cage.
Yep. Take control. Yep. That's what I like to do. Put their back against the cage and take the center and then walk them down. And,
There we go. Our first takedown in the fight.
Now this should be Garett's world here. He should.
It should be.
Yeah.
Considering where he trains under Dave Arnbach, who's a black belt under Hickson Gracie.
Long time Hickson guy.
Like, if you know Hickson Gracie, you're a true MMA fan.
He's the man. He is one of the originators.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's going for an arm bar. Starting to isolate his left arm. He's going to.
Ash locking his head up here.
Just
not really going to do anything for you, but
it's gonna
might look for
He's
an
going
arm
for
bar.
arm bar. Nope, we lost it here.
Good job,
now knee on belly. That's my favorite position to strike. Knee on belly, you can bust guys up, and then you can take a submission.
Ash pretty aware where he is. Might bounce off the cage here.
Yeah, that's the thing too. You want to
kick off the cage.
Keep their feet off the cage.
Yep, you can bounce right off the cage.
You want to
if
pull.
You want.
That's a great way to sweep when you're on the bottom. He's using the cage. So top rule is never let the opponent's feet on the cage. Pull them away. So now Ash needs to work on getting out of here. It's a bad place to be.
Playing the haymaker.
Yeah, he is. He's bagging him out.
Again, I mean, considering his layoff, considering his inexperience, I'm impressed that Garett's sort of not geeking out here. He's taking his time.
Very relaxed, very composed.
Taking his shots.
Yep.
Might look to lock something up here.
Yeah.
Might swing for an armbar even.
You soften him up a little bit.
Yep.
I always tell people, if you're on top, maintain on top until you have a secure submission.
Yep.
Don't gamble, risk yourself to lose. MMA especially, top position is so critical that you don't want to gamble and end up on bottom. End of the round, you can go for it, but middle of the round, early on, you don't want to gamble.
For sure.
So I would try an arm bar, like 10 seconds left or so, that if you get it, you get it. If not, no big deal.
Exactly. I mean, just being in this position so long can almost get you a 10-8 round.
Yep,
It looks,
yep.
you're just seeing it so dominant.
You bring up a good point, Drew, the 10-8 rounds. I wish they would be scored.
Oh, and there
just
it
like
is.
you said, went for the arm bar. Perfect.
Threw Ash off his trail.
He's got to push that elbow. Pop the elbow, and he's got it.
30 seconds left in the round. I think he's got this here.
He bailed out. He went back.
Slips to the back, one hook in.
Yeah, that's good jiu-jitsu. It's good control, position to position.
Ash doing a good job keeping that second, and they're both in.
But Drew, like you said, I wish refs would score or judges would score 10-8 round more often. They don't do that enough.
No, they really don't.
For dominant rounds.
And you definitely, I mean, I'm surprised I don't see it more on the national scene as well.
No, we don't.
Oh.
Wow.
Like you said, I mean.
That might have been it. If that had gone about half a minute longer, that would
I think,
have been
15 seconds I got to beat. You're right. He had it. He had it.
Oh, yeah.
Very dominant round by Garett.
Yeah.
Say 10-9.
I would give him a 10-9 or even 10-8 there for that
You
round.
could. I would say definitely borderline 10-8. What do you think, Mead?
I would say the same thing. 10-8 and Ash, like we said when this fight started, Ash looks like the guy that hasn't fought in 4 years.
Yeah, he's
Surprisingly.
the rusty guy.
Worked out everything.
Yep.
Garett just got him where he needed him. He's laying the haymaker.
Yeah. He's controlling on the feet. Garett's controlling wherever the fight is. On the feet, on the ground. He's dictating.
Yep.
I think Garett's probably going to catch him. I think he's going to submit him this round.
I think you're right.
Yep.
This is where the 5-hour waiting around for the train or the bus comes in.
Yeah,
Doesn't do
exactly.
Exactly.
Got no gas in the tank.
Yeah, right.
For those of you watching at home, Garett looks a little like Matt Ryan.
He does.
He's got a resemblance. Nice
I thought
one.
it was Matt Ryan.
Yeah, I did too.
When we first got going here.
He had that Atlanta Falcons jersey on too.
Yeah,
right?
black and red in his shorts.
Right.
Start of round 3 here. Again, Garett right to the center. Nice head kick, though, by Ash.
That was.
Maybe Ash hurt us.
Yeah, looks like Garett's a little shook up from that still.
Yeah, he looked at, his head's down. It's a bad sign when you're striking and you're looking towards the ground.
And that's what's great about Ash. I mean, he's a guy who will jump from orthodox to southpaw. He'll throw head kicks from both. Both sides. He is.
He's a gamer.
One word that comes to mind with Ash, and I'll say it again for a few fighters tonight, is potential. I mean, now that he's in a real gym,
yeah,
I think we're going to see the
nice
most of
single
him.
leg though. That's Garett. You got to take. I was going to say, take it right to the ground.
Smart move.
Why play
Safe
with fire?
move.
Yep. put the fight where you want it to be.
Ben Fearson calling for a sweep from
Yeah.
Ash, and
Oh, almost.
north-south position almost here for Garett.
Yep. Very good. Ash has got to bail. When you're on the bottom, you got to bail those. You got to go back and try to. You're not gonna be able to get him.
No.
It's just wasted energy, and he's just holding on. That's poor jiu-jitsu.
But again, I mean, this is why these guys fight amateur fights.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to learn the hard way,
Yeah.
and I'm sure he will after he, burns his arms out here.
When you're on the bottom, you want to be tight. You want to
Yeah.
create space and push away, and on the top end, you want to hold and pull. So many often the young guys on the bottom, they're holding heads and tying up. That's not the proper technique.
They
Garett
both look
pops out.
exhausted.
He's inside, and he's looked like he was setting up for an
trying to
armbar
isolate
there.
an arm,
But
yep,
he's
he
smart.
is.
He's taking his time. There's no need to rush.
Yep.
He has his fight in control.
Now he's working that arm again, that left arm.
Halfway through the first round
Yep.
here. Drew Studer alongside Lance Anderson and Meat Sauce.
Yes.
Good fight here.
Look at this. He's isolating. He's working slowly. Yeah. He's working that arm. Now back to mount.
I mean, this has been a grappling clinic here by Garett.
It has
Yeah.
been.
Only thing that's missing is that submission, and I think you're right, Lance. He might pull it out here in the last 60
Yep.
seconds.
Ash is just too green. He just hasn't had enough time on the ground.
Yep.
You can just see he's overwhelmed. He
Absolutely.
doesn't even know what to do.
Too green, given the short notice, the travel.
Yep,
I mean, it's all going to add up.
Yep. Good for him for showing here and being game, but
For
he's,
sure.
he's outmatched.
Love to have him back. And
Heck yeah. I'd want him to spend 6 months at the gym working his
yeah,
jiu-jitsu
I'd love
before
to
he
see
fights
that too.
again. That's it,
Oh. Interesting reverse here.
Yep.
That's why it's
Ash
so
needs to
good.
stand up.
This is
30
why,
seconds left of the
to your
round.
point again,
His corner's begging Ash to back away and stand up.
as he should. The only chance he has, but
Yeah, he's got to do something on the feet.
Yeah.
I mean, he would literally have to knock the guy down twice in the last,
yeah.
say, 10
He
seconds
didn't have the
here.
power in the
Could
first
knock
round,
him
though. I
out.
mean, yeah, there's,
10 seconds.
yeah.
Ash had his opportunity.
He did.
Yeah,
Yep.
a small window, but
Still, good fight.
good fight.
Yeah.
Good showing by
Three
both
good
guys.
fights.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
give you the credit, Drew, but it's the big boy, Jay,
Yeah,
that put this thing
is
together.
a,
Though. This is good matchmaking.
matchmaker extraordinaire Jeremy Bjornberg.
That's what it's
tonight.
about, too. It's about making competitive matches. I don't care if it's on the highest level or
Yep.
on the local scene. When you get matches that are competitive, even when the skill level isn't top notch, it's fun
Yeah,
to watch because it's back and
absolutely.
Ladies
forth.
and gentlemen, if you see the cameras around our referee's neck, we would like to thank GoPro Cameras for giving us cameras to use tonight for our referees around their neck, and a few others throughout the club. Thanks for coming out to Myth Club.
We'd absolutely like to thank GoPro. We'd also like to thank LA Fitness.
Yeah.
Get a great workout starting at just $34.99 a month. 14 locations in Minnesota, ranging from Apple Valley to Brooklyn Park, Oakdale to Minnetonka. Visit lafitness.com to find a gym nearest you.
Kenyan criminal
Waiting for the
defense.
decision
Go
here.
check out the Korean Fighter t-shirt booth.
Shouldn't be too tough to
And Crooks Performance.
tally up his scorecards, unless maybe we had a 10-8 and guys don't know how to add 8 and 9 together.
Right? It's tough.
You never know.
It's high-level math we're talking.
Thank you, man.
I'm looking forward to the lady fight.
Yeah.
We actually have 2 of them tonight.
Oh, well, even better.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, every female fight I've ever seen is phenomenal.
Really?
They might not they don't provide the most knockouts just because they're so small, but, I mean, as far as action goes, they're just winging the entire fight.
Yeah.
It's great. And Rocky, it's pretty unique to find a female who's had the wrestling experience that Rocky has. I believe she's been training for 15 years. All her brothers are wrestlers.
Yeah.
And when you grow up in a house like that, female or male, you got to be a wrestler.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget the official
gotta learn
after
how to
party's
protect
upstairs in the white
yourself.
room. We will be DJing. We want everybody to go upstairs right after the fights tonight.
Up to Mike Majok for the official
go.
decision.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got another fight going.
Hopefully no surprises.
And after 3
probably
rounds, the
Garett.
judges have made their
Say
decision.
30-27 should be standard.
Sheely scoring the bout 29-28. Judge Doug Mailing scoring the bout 30-27. And Judge Andy Kemp scoring the bout 30-27. The winner by unanimous
Sheely, yeah.
decision, Garett.
Yep, there we go. 3 fights, 3 good decisions. So,
Great fight, yeah.
yeah, judges are doing a great job tonight.